good? We popping. I don't even know what I said. It was good. How you done? All right, so for this video, we're gonna be doing a story time, but not just any story time. We're gonna be talking about the hood old days. Yes, I said the hood old days. As a matter of fact, I think that's gonna be the new name of this playlist, okay? The hood old days. And what we're gonna do is, right, I have a collection of story times referencing this time of my life. So, right, we're gonna go literally back to my other channels and I'm just gonna like put them in this playlist. We're gonna go back to like JJ story times and whoever else, and we're just gonna go down memory lane of when I used to be a menace to society. And we're gonna tell these stories so that anyone listening to these stories is not like hood Yvana, okay? But we have to name this old persona, okay? Because right now you guys are watching Yvana, all right? But yeah, let's just say you guys are watching Anavy, all right? This is Anavy. This is the cool, calm, collected, chill, rational, level-headed woman, okay? I have matured. I have grown up. I'm here so you guys can learn from my mistakes. But the shorty, okay, the old me that y'all about to hear about, oh my God. It wasn't forgiving, but I ain't gonna lie, I love her. And sometimes shorty do come out. So better yet, we just gonna call me by my nickname that everybody call me in the hood. Okay, people still call me shorty and I still have shorty in here. She still lives here every fucking day. And she still be having to come out to correct niggas. Okay, she still be having to put motherfuckers in their place. So better yet, we just gonna refer to shorty as shorty. That's my nickname. All right, so if I ever refer to myself as shorty, which I have a couple of times and a lot of you guys be like, what, they called you shorty? That, like, how could they disrespect you like that? Guys, it's literally my name, aka my alter ego in this reference. Y'all don't ever get Bahamian braids. These shits are so fucking annoying, especially if you get the synthetic hair like me. I had no choice. There was no human hair in the fucking hair store. I know, ridiculous. That's what we're gonna do, okay? So right now I'm Anavy, aka Yvana, but we're gonna be referencing a shorty, okay? That is my alter ego, the hood shorty from the hood old days, and we're gonna name the playlist the hood old days, all right? So honestly, everything pre-dating my single era is going to refer to the hood old days, aka shorty, aka when I was crazy as hell. And for this story, we're gonna be talking about, I don't even know what I'm gonna name this title, right? The time I was slapping the shit out of women and throwing hands with men because they jumped my JJ. Yes, they jumped my lovely JJ, okay? So this is gonna be another JJ story time, right? And it's gonna be a good fair amount of these hood story times because I literally have had my memory triggered from planning this stupid ass high school reunion. If you guys don't know about me planning my high school reunion, please feel free to join the Patreon. If you're not on the Patreon, that means you really don't give a fuck about me. Like, I would love to get to 500 patrons by the end of the year. So please get me to 500 patrons. We do dedicated story times. We have a dedicated Discord, and you guys get early access to all my videos before they are posted on YouTube. We have a nice little close-knit family over there. So please feel free to join there because I'd love to have you. So honestly, I will say I was very crazy back in the day, and this particular story takes place in high school. Now, my last video on JJ was when basically me and JJ were done because he cheated on me, and he happened to cheat on me with a bitch I call Sabretooth, but we're gonna have to rewind it back to before he cheated on me with Sabretooth, okay? Now, this has a lot to do with why I was so upset that he cheated on me with Sabretooth, because I was a ride or die. And this is why I don't ride or die for no fucking body no more. Okay, now I realize why. Like, honestly, a lot of the reason why I'm so loyal now is because I was just born that way. And part of the reason why I cut people off so fucking ruthlessly now is because I can't change how loyal I am. And I don't think I ever will change how loyal I am. So because I can't change that, I have to change the people around me. Because at the end of the day, if I'm gonna ride for you like that, I have to know that you're gonna ride for me like that, right? So boom, before me and JJ broke up, there was this ridiculous, crazy ass situation that had swept the Elizabeth High School, all right? And it was that JJ got his ass beat, okay? And I'm not talking about, oh, he got jumped, he got into a fight, he got into a situation. Now let me just say, JJ was one of the Haitians most wanted, okay? All the Americans wanted to beat the fuck out of JJ. Like, JJ was literally somebody that nobody liked. Now, before I even move on with the story, if you're new here or if you never watched my videos before, I lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey, where Haitians and Black Americans did not get along. I do not have any issues with any African American or Black American people. As a matter of fact, I was one of the very few people that was actually not liked specifically because I had American and Haitian friends, and people was on some, oh, pick a side, bitch, you can't be friends with both of us. I was one of those people where people were like, oh, where the fuck the Haitians at? Oh no, where the fuck the Americans at? Like, people really did not like me for that. I remember I specifically got attacked because I posted a picture of a Haitian and American flag like being blended together. It was like a little graphic, and people ate me up for it. So I'm just gonna say straight up, I don't think like this at all anymore, and nobody thinks like this anymore at all in Elizabeth. I did hear somewhere recently that someone said that it might get sparked up again, but I'm not really sure because like I'm literally a grown ass 28 now. I'm gonna be 29 very soon. But back in the day, it was so bad that people were literally losing their lives over this. Like, I have friends that literally died over this beef that were both Haitian and American, and even though we're all Black, it was that ignorant back in the day. So honestly, just take the story for what it is, entertainment and learning purposes. Don't do this stupid shit. Do not be xenophobic, do not be ignorant, do not be discriminatory against people because of their ethnic backgrounds. This story is specifically so you could not do any of this nonsense that people did, okay? Because we were young, dumb, and honestly going through a whole lot of heavy shit for absolutely no reason. And I'm really sad that any of us even had to go through any of this, because like, imagine like your friend died specifically because they were African American. Your friend died specifically because they were Haitian. Like, that's what a lot of us were going through, and it really was genuinely unnecessary. In this particular instance, like I said, JJ got beat the fuck up. And again, it wasn't no little ass fight. It wasn't on some, oh yeah, JJ got into a fight, oh wow, like black eye shit. Like, JJ got beat the fuck up. And as I mentioned in the last story time, me and JJ, Sabretooth, and a couple of my other friends, we all had first period together. It was math class, and I think I had a phone if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sitting here, I'm calling up JJ. JJ did not pull up to class. So at this time, Elizabeth High School, most of the school started at 7:30 in the morning. So yeah, I know, really fucking hell early hours. So I'm so confused because most of the time we would walk to school together, but not really. Sometimes I would walk with this other boy. We're just gonna call him Andrew. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Andrew. I would walk to school with Andrew. Sometimes I would walk with this other boy called Kenny, okay? I'd walk with Kenny, sometimes I would walk with Andrew. But sometimes Andrew didn't like me because I was supposed to get with Andrew, but I ended up getting with JJ because Andrew had got locked up. Listen, hood politics shit. So sometimes Andrew would just curse me out for any given reason because he was mad I didn't get with him. So that day, I think me and Andrew were just walking together because Andrew kind of lived closer to me. So I didn't walk with him that day, but I did expect to see JJ that day, but he didn't come to class. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just skipping. But I was just on some, nah, he shouldn't be skipping because I told his bitch ass to be in class. So I would always keep JJ on his P's and Q's, like, you need to come to class. What I tell you about skipping class? And he would be on something like, nah, I need to be in class, man. Like, what am I gonna learn in geometry? Da 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 da. I don't need to be in geometry, bro. Like, da da. Like, he would try to be on some like hood shit. Like, bitch, you're not even hood. That's one thing about JJ I didn't like. You are not a hood nigga. You still not a hood nigga. You still in the hood, and niggas in the hood don't like you. I said what I said. So I'm blowing up his phone. He's not answering. I'm confused. By second, third period, like second going into third period, I'm getting stared. And I'm just like, why everybody looking at me? And it gets to the point where, like, I had a friend, we're gonna call her, oh God, should I do story times about her? I don't know. She was a thought friend. That's all I gotta say. She was a thought friend. Wait. I had two thought friends. So I did a story time about this one girl. And then I didn't do any stories about this one girl. So both of them came up to me. So I did a story time about this one girl. Her name is, damn, I don't remember what I named her, but I did a story time about the girl that basically let me get beat the fuck up during 12 days of story time. And I came back and I jumped her ass. She had basically came up to me and she was just like, yo, did you hear about what happened to JJ? I'm like, what are you talking about? What happened to JJ? She was like, and she pulled me. She's like, bro, come here. I'm like, what happened? She's like, JJ, you're badly. Like, yo, they beat him up. I'm like, okay, he gets beat up all the time. Like, he's always in a fight. It's like, but like usually he wins the fights, or like, you know, it'd be like a fair one, you know, like it's just like, it's regular shit. Like they be jumping us, we be jumping them, it's nothing. And they're like, oh bro, like it's serious. Like he really, like he got in some shit. Like he really got in some shit. And mind you, at this point, right, now we gotta put a pause here. Like this shit refers to a lot of different videos, right? So if y'all remember, I also told stories about how this one girl got mad at me for dating JJ, so she got me jumped, and then she fought me, and then she got me jumped. Like I got into a series of different fights. So this is a build-up, okay? I want y'all to understand. It wasn't like I was just out here going crazy. I was out here, no, it wasn't like that. They tried me, okay? So at this point, it has to be like maybe a month after I got into that whole situation, right? And at this point, the whole cheating situation didn't even happen yet. So I'm with JJ, dating JJ. I can't find JJ. I'm panicking because I can't find JJ. People were looking at me. I'm confused, okay? I'm a month in after getting beat up or whatever. And mind you, I still got a math on me. I barely got beat up. I'm like, how y'all jump me and my face still cute? I literally came to school like, y'all jump me and my face still cute, okay? And now this is a month later, I can't find JJ. Now you're telling me JJ got beat the fuck up. I'm like, okay, he got beat the fuck up. Where is he? I think he was in the hospital. They said he went home. I'm like, oh, he really got beat the fuck up. And they're like, yeah, like, and she just walks away. And I'm like, okay, so other friend comes. This is the one I said I should make videos about. We're just gonna call her Amber. Okay, so Amber's like, girl, have you seen JJ? And I'm like, no. And she's like, and now I see a group of dudes. So also I mentioned, I went to the school called Dwyer, okay? So there's Dwyer and Halsey. Dwyer and Halsey are literally two schools in one. Super fucking big. However, most of the Americans, we used to call them Yankees, while they used to call us booty scratchers, monkeys, immigrants, all types of shit. So we call them Yankees, and the Yankees are basically coming all the way down. So there was 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 connecting parts of that school. One of them being upstairs where there was a hallway where basically Halsey could come in. And there's this big ass like group coming. And basically Amber's like, girl, as soon as she said, girl, I see this group of niggas. Where your nigga at? Yeah, where your nigga at? And I'm like, huh? Like I just heard her like, what the fuck is going at this? I'm just so confused, y'all. I'm like, what is going on? Amber pulls me. Mind you, Amber's American. So I didn't, like, I all of this happened so fast, okay? As soon as the girl that I was telling y'all about before, like, talked to me, she walked away, specifically because she didn't like that I was friends with Amber. I'm telling y'all, bro, I could write a book about this shit because a lot of people didn't fuck with me because I had friends in all sectors. I had American friends, I had Haitian friends, I had Hispanic friends, I had Indian friends, I had friends everywhere because I'm friends with everybody. And to this day, I'm still like that. Like, y'all not about to tell me I can't be friends with people because they're different races, ethnicities. That's ridiculous. So basically, she walked away. She's like, ugh, there's your American friend. That's why she walked away. I didn't see Amber coming. So she's like, ugh, Amber pulling me like this. America's like, where your niggas at? Where your niggas at? And I'm like, what the fuck? She pulls me. She's like, let's go, let's go. So she's running down the stairs with me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, okay, what happened? So she starts explaining to me like, yo, JJ's walking to school. They got that nigga up by such and such. Now, mind you, where she said JJ got caught up by was nowhere that made sense. JJ lived on the complete other town, like side of town. So I'm like, why was he there at 7:30 in the morning? She was like, I don't know, but you know that's not Haitian territory. Y'all not even supposed to be over there. All of a sudden, he get beat the fuck up. Apparently, he was with a couple of the guys. The guys up and left his ass, and like it just went up from there. So him and some other little nigga got beat the fuck up. So now everybody mad. All I see is another group of I see another group of American boys coming from the other sector. Like I said, it's different connecting points from the other school. Banging on this door, trying to get to me. Where your nigga at? Where your nigga at? I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, what? I'm like, what is going on? Like, what? So she, at this point, she's like, oh my fucking God. So mind you, she know them, like, cause she's American. So she's like, y'all need to get the fuck out of here, like that. Like, so she's like, nah, move, fuck, move, da-da-da, move, da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm like, I'm just confused because I'm at this point, I'm like, oh my God, my baby. Oh my God, my baby. Y'all probably like, oh my God, you was crying for JJ. Bitch, I was crying for my iPod. My iPod was in his pocket and he still owes me an iPod. Y'all thought I was crying for JJ? Y'all dumb as fuck. To this day, I want my iPod back. JJ, if you watching this shit, I want my fucking iPod. Gonna get my Renu, bro. I want my iPod back because that's wild, cuz. He had that iPod in his pocket. He got his ass beat and that shit got crushed up in a million pieces. Like, y'all crazy. Yo, you might think I'm selfish, but it's Shorty speaking. Oh my God. I was just like, okay, no. Like, at this point, I ain't gonna lie, though. I started getting worried, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, so what? Is he, like, not coming to school? And she's like, I don't fucking know, bro, but bitch, this is crazy. You gonna have to stay out the fucking hallways, because this, like, oh my God. So at this point, principal calling me, and mind you, my principal's Haitian. So he's like, Shorty, why am I hearing your boyfriend got beat up? Listen, you know Haitians, it don't matter if they in a professional setting, if they in a personal setting, they just fucking rude as fuck. So I'm like, I'm just looking at him mad as hell, because now everybody's taunting me, everybody's laughing at me, everybody think this is so funny that my boyfriend got beat the fuck up, and I'm like, I just looked at him. He's like, oh, you sad, it's okay, Shorty, you sad. I'm like, that's not funny. He's like, it's okay, I heard he's home now. Called his mom, you know, he had a couple of stitches, they checked him out, everything's fine. But, you know, you have to stay out the hallways. We can't protect you from all these Americans. It's a little bit too many of them. We're trying to stop them from, you know, coming over here, but that's unacceptable. We told them if they keep coming over here, we're gonna suspend them, we're gonna kick them out because this is unacceptable. You know, we can't keep having them coming over here. You know, we know that you can handle yourself though, you know, but I mean, I don't know, after what happened last month, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I heard they was already doing all that shit to you. And I was like, I'm just looking at like, why are you cracking jokes? Like, I was like, what? I was like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all because y'all think that this is funny. Like, I'm gonna show y'all. So as y'all can see, it's a bunch of shit. It's a bunch of shit. I'm getting made fun of. My man's dying. My iPod dead. And then I got a bunch of men taunting me. So I was like, where your nigga at? All right. So boom, at this point, I finally hear from JJ like period 8. Yes, we had 10 periods, y'all. We had 10 whole fucking periods. I hear from him like period 8, which is after lunch. I had like 7th period lunch. I hear from him like period 8. He explains to me what happened. And basically he's more concerned at the fact that he was with a bunch of just comes, which if you don't know what a just come is basically someone that just came to America. A lot of times we refer to them as the people from Haiti that just came to America. He was with a bunch of them and they basically left him. They did not help him fight. There's only one that helped him fight. The rest of them up and ran. Now, what's very funny, right? I had Haitian friends, but the Haitian friends that I had weren't just comes. They were like me. They were Haitian American. There were some that were just comes that were friends with me, but a lot of the just comes did not fuck with me, specifically because they thought that I was American. And this is something that I always had an issue with. A lot of people think that I'm not Haitian enough, and they end up bullying me or talking shit about me in Creole, and I end up having to curse them the fuck out, and that's how we become friends, I'm telling you. That's how I ended up being friends with just comes, but that's for a whole nother story for another time. So at this point, these just comes are mad at me because they're looking at me like I'm the enemy, and I'm like, nigga, I'm Haitian just like y'all. Like, how the fuck y'all about to be looking at me like it was crazy. So I'm just like, you're concerned about that and you want to fight them now? Like, what are you saying? Like, at this point, like, he's dead ass. He's like, yo, if you see them just comes, tell them that I'ma see them, da, da, da. So I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about specifically. I don't see these just comes. I don't fucking know, but all I know is I'm just trying to make sure you're safe, and I want my fucking iPod, my nigga. And at this point, he's ignoring my iPod thing. Clearly, we all don't have our priorities straight, okay? We have a bunch of Americans that are trying to kill us, and also, he probably has a concussion. And also, we have bigger issues at hand here. Like, at this point, like, a whole thing is brewing, okay? Okay, and now the other Haitians, they are mad because they beat the fuck out of bro. Like, they beat the fuck out of him. Like, I didn't know the severity of it, okay? Nigga ends up not coming to school for like 3 or 4 days. This whole entire time, people are making fun of me in the hallways, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, making fun of me. Yo, her nigga got beat the fuck up. Yo, look at her dumb ass, yo. Where her nigga at now, bro? She need her man with her. Yo, she need her man. That's why, yo, she ain't talking all that shit now. Da, da, da. Cause see, a lot of people were under the impression it was my man or whatever. Like, I needed defend me, to be with me, to do all things and da 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 da. Like, it was very interesting. And it's like, no, I just talk a lot of shit. I just have a big ass mouth. This girl pretended to be my friend and she pretended to be okay with the situation when, to be honest, we weren't even friends. Like, if we're being real, me and that girl weren't friends. She was mad that her man left her to be with me and then try to act like she was okay with it and then turn around and got me jumped, then fought me, then got me jumped and started all these issues. Like, it was a whole bunch of shit. So I just really was on some, like, I was sad. I'm not even gonna lie. I was still popping my shit, but it was just like, I felt like kind of cornered. And like, even though it wasn't one of those things where like I was necessarily like scared, it was just like, I'm not about to entertain any of this shit. It was just like, I'm tired of fighting. That's what it was. I was tired of fighting. I was tired of the drama. I was tired of the mess. And I was like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to keep constantly going through this with any of you because I shouldn't have to. Like, you guys keep making it feel and sound like I'm just like causing issues, right? Like I'm the problem. And it's like, I can't be the problem. How am I the problem when like y'all keep antagonizing me over a JJ? Like, oh my God, it was just fucking ridiculous. I don't know. JJ was definitely Yankees most wanted. Like, and people hated JJ, therefore they hated me. When I said JJ caused me a lot of problems, he really did. But then at the same time, all the bitches wanted JJ. And I don't understand it. JJ was short, but I'm 4'11", so that didn't really, whatever. And then on top of that, JJ was just a menace. Like, a lot of people didn't like him. So I just didn't understand what the fuck the big deal was. So it was just like, no, it wasn't that I was scared. I was just like, I didn't want nobody to bother me. And after this situation, they stopped. While JJ's on his hiatus, basically hiding and running from niggas, honestly, I feel like he just didn't want to come to school not being the pretty boy that he was. JJ was and is and always will be a pretty ass nigga. Like, he's very like, I look like this and I want to look like this forever and nobody's gonna catch me slipping. Like, he's very like put together, and I feel like he had like a black eye and all types of shit, so he didn't want nobody to see him like that. I don't fucking know. But I know he was gone for a minute. I'm saying 3 or 4 days, but I feel like he was gone for a grip. I can't even tell y'all the exact like how long he was gone. Just know he was gone for a grip. So at this point, I got really mad, and it was something that somebody did that I was just like, all right, you know what? I got something for that ass, okay? It got to a point where like I was in the caf, like I kid you, I don't even think I ate lunch. Okay, because like, again, one of the openings that were to the other school was like by the lunchroom. So it got to a point where I was trying to eat lunch and these motherfuckers was taunting me by the lunchroom. And I'm like, where is the administration? Where are the adults? Where are the people that are supposed to be protecting me while I'm not fucking home? Like, this shit is ridiculous. And like, these motherfuckers would like try to throw food at me and shit. And I was just like, what the fuck do I look like to you? A monkey? Oh, well, bitch, I'm gonna go ape shit on your ass. Hong Kong in this bitch, okay? Like, what? What? I'm gonna go, okay, we gonna show you. So I walked up to Jeff, I walked up to Edison, I walked up to all the schools that was walkable by the Dwight area, and I told all my Haitian bitches, we are going to fight the Americans today. And they all looked at me like, what? We're gonna fight the Americans? They was like, I was like, yeah, we're gonna fight these bitches. And they was like, oh, the bitches? I said, no, all the bitches. Niggas, mainly. And they just looked at me like, shorty, what are you talking about? I said, listen, these people have been bullying me for days. To be honest, I feel like it could have been weeks. Now I don't really think about it. I really feel like it was longer, but we're just gonna say days. These people have been bullying me for days. I don't care if they have things that swing. I don't care if they have things that take things that swing. They have been bullying me, therefore I'm going to swing on them. I picked up a stick, I threw it on my back, and I said, we are going to fight all of them today. And whoever gets in our way, too bad. They looked at me, they shrugged their shoulders, and they said, all right, let's go. All of us got up. All of us got up. We walked to Broad Street after school, because mind y'all, I left school early that day because I was that tired. Y'all not about to throw food at me. Excuse me? What y'all not gonna do is throw food at me, bro. And if y'all don't know, like, I have a strong affinity for chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. And the thing is, I used to like collect chocolate milk from people. Like, people used to give me their chocolate milk all the time during lunch. So I think they were trying to be funny, like, oh, that bitch like chocolate milk. You think you're funny? Bitch. Welcome to the comedy club. Went to Broad Street, brought all the Haitians I can find. Shit, I probably got some from Haiti. Probably got them a visa to come down here and fight. I don't remember. We didn't come to play. We waited. I'm not even playing. I left school early that day. And I was not one to skip class. Saw all of them leaving school. And we just started washing them motherfuckers on. Nah, I don't care. And honestly, I feel like that's where my reputation for the Haitian girl with the heels on that be slapping bitches came from. That's exactly where the reputation came from. Because what we're not gonna do is throw food at me. What we're not gonna do is make fun of me or my man getting beat the fuck up. Because first of all, y'all caught him slipping. Okay, they hit that man from behind. And then on top of that, y'all gonna just sit there and just keep taunting the man. Okay, y'all beat him up, let it go. But now y'all trying to attack me. It's one thing, y'all can keep saying what y'all gotta say, but once y'all start throwing shit, y'all start bullying me, y'all start taunting me, nah, all bets out the window, baby. Welcome to the arcade. I don't play games, bruh. You think you're funny? I'm a comedian, bruh. You think this is a game? Nah, bro, we just started whacking. I started smacking bitches, bruh. I was just like, doop, 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 started smacking men. I don't care. I started fighting men. I was fighting all them little ass boys. I was like, doop, 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 doop. Yo, crazy as fuck. Snapple bottles throwing them, sticks throwing them, rocks throwing them, spit. Yeah, I was spitting at them. I don't care, because don't throw shit at me. Don't throw food at me. I'm not a fucking. Funny enough, apparently some elders saw this fight and ran and told my parents that I was fighting Americans on Broad Street. And it's funny because my parents brought it up to me years later and I denied. I finally told my parents it was true. But I told them this whole entire story and they were like, oh, well, in that case they had it coming. And I was like, exactly, they were bullying me. No, it wasn't it was never one of those things where I just went to go fight Americans. But also, it wasn't even just that situation. There was also another situation where after that, they went and they jumped a bunch of just comes, for no reason under a bridge. So it's just they were doing the fucking most. We're not gonna be bullying motherfuckers just for being Haitian. We're not going to be antagonizing people after you already beat them up. What was the point of that? So, funny enough, I'm not even gonna lie, these boys didn't even hit me back. The girls did though. And I'll tell you right now, I never got into a fight after that with any of them. My thing is, no, that's my lick back. Y'all jumped me unprovoked under a bridge from behind. Nobody gave me a fair one, none of that shit. Okay? The only person that gave me a fair one was that bitch that got mad because I took her nigga. But I didn't take her nigga. Your nigga left you for me. Everybody else, y'all jumped me twice from behind. So fuck all of y'all. Ain't no fair one for you. Finito, ho. And I wish you would fucking hit me back. The fuck, barely. Yeah, they got their little fight like little fucking kittens, bitch. Fuck all of y'all. That's why all of y'all all fucking, you know what? Let me not say that. All of y'all are getting y'all just karma. Fuck all y'all. I hope y'all all drink sewer water. I hope all of you suffer. I don't care. I don't wish you the best. Honestly, that shit is crazy. Now that I really think about it, yeah, that's definitely where the reputation comes from. And it doesn't help that my uncle sat there and put out the word that I was some badass kid doing all this crazy shit anyway. But yeah, so the niggas didn't hit me back. The bitches did, but barely. Sitting here fighting like this with their little kitten paws. Jesus, my cat could do better than that. And it's funny, I realized that the reason a lot of these men didn't hit me back, or these boys didn't hit me back, is because later on, years later, I'm talking about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they was in my DM oh, we should get together. Let me take you out. I always liked you in high school. You always liked me in high school? What the fuck does that mean? You always liked me in high school, but you let me get beat up by your sisters, cousins, friends, bitches that you was fucking. You always liked me in high school, but you were out here bullying my people. You always liked me in high school, but you were bullying me. You always liked me in high schoed, but you let me beat your ass. You always literally get my mom, okay? Fuck you. I don't like you. I'll never like you. I ain't gonna lie, some of them was cute though. But leave me alone. No, that's just one story that I just had to tell because it's just real funny. The diaspora wars are so fucking dumb. At the end of the day, we're all black. It doesn't make any sense. Please don't do what I did. If for whatever reason your area happens to be in a diaspora war, cut it, dead it, don't do what I did, because honestly, that could have been a very horrible situation. The Americans had numb chicks and shit. Okay, we was fighting with shit on the ground. We had Snapple bottles, sticks, and rocks and shit. And we was still whooping ass. Let me stop. But yeah, anyways, I love everyone, guys. This is just a story. Good old days. Honestly, I don't know what the next story would be. I don't know if I'm even gonna tell these in order because I don't even remember how all of this happened in a specific order. I will say that the breakup situation did kind of happen shortly after this, and I was like, nigga, I was whooping ass for you. Never again. I hope you get your ass beat again. But it's funny because after me and JJ broke up, they actually offered, like the same niggas that I was beating up offered to beat up JJ for me. Yo, this is how you know pretty privilege is a thing. I'm not even gonna lie because they was like, oh man, like I'm sorry about JJ. Like you want us to beat him up again? And I was gonna take him up on it. If toxic was a person, it would be me. And that was when the friendship between me and Americans was born. Okay, well, more Americans. I had American friends, but that was life. For those of you guys who enjoy spooky, scary content, I am going to be doing 12 days of Halloween starting on October 16th on my Haitian channel. Make sure you guys tune in. I love me Halloween. It is literally my favorite holiday. I absolutely can't wait to see you guys over there. Make sure you guys tune in. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. And most importantly, make sure you guys join the Patreon, okay? That's where I do my private Patreon uploads that you ain't gonna find nowhere else. And you do have a dedicated Discord. I do have merch that has just dropped on my main channel, and I do have new merch dropping for my Haitian channel as well. Make sure you guys check it out. Everything is going to be linked down